Hello and welcome to this FPL Gameweek 13 team selection video with me, Holly Shand. There's a lot of teams facing off against each other this week, quite a few injuries over the international break as well. I've only got one free transfer to deal with them, but in today's video I will be discussing my transfer plans, team selection and a big captaincy decision. If you're new around here, give this one a like and subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 28k subscribers by the Gameweek 13 deadline. Let's get into it. First of all, I've just got to take a little bit of time to talk about the Football Content Awards. I was absolutely thrilled to be shortlisted for Best in Fantasy Football Video. Never dreamed that I would actually win, and I'm absolutely blown away to receive this award. It was an absolutely stacked category, and I'm by no means the most popular or the most subscribed to FPL content creator on YouTube. So to actually take away this reward and get the recognition for the hard work that I've been putting in, particularly over the last 12 months, it really does mean a lot. I've, made some big upgrades on the channel in this time, brought on an editor. I was the first FPL content creator that really dedicated themselves to doing a short form content as well, and all the hard work has paid off, but it couldn't have been done without my amazing editor Mark and the support of all you guys who tune in and watch every week, interact with the videos, join my live streams. Just a huge thank you. I'm still shocked that I won. I can't believe it, but thank you so much for all the support. It seems like a while ago now then, but game week 12 finished on 73 points for me. I did take a -4 hit though, which meant that what would have been a green arrow was a red arrow. Very happy to get Saka back in for Maddison. I also brought Lascelles in for the injured Botman. The -4 hit did not pay off though. I didn't want to start Simicast, so I brought in Livramento for a -4 in for Burn. Bench Simicast, who got 15 points. Livramento did not start, come on late, conceded goals. 0 pointer from him, was bitterly disappointed. There was a big captain debate going into the game week. Salah v Haaland, it didn't matter in the end. They both ended up on 16 points. Watkins and Diaby delivering for me yet again, but Aston Villa's fixtures do turn now, which does cause a bit of concern. But to be a third of the way through the season and be in the top 500k, I'm pretty pleased. My team feels, certainly the attack feels in good shape. The defence needs some work as we head into the busy festive period though. So I'm going into game week 13 with one free transfer, nothing in the bank. I've got Haaland who's flagged, but it sounds like he will be available for the game against Liverpool, so not too worried about him. Do have Archer on the bench if I need to. Matty Cash also yellow flagged in the defence. He's expected to be fit for the trip to Spurs. Again, he's a difficult one because he's blanked consistently over the last few weeks, and the fixtures over the next few are tough for Aston Villa, but you can look at this in two ways. We've got the fact that he generally plays 90 minutes every game. He has been deeper in recent games. Diaby has been, helped by the width in the squad in midfield, allowing him to run the channels, but that hasn't benefited Cash, which is a concern, especially when there's a lack of clean sheets and unlikely to be any improvement due to the fixtures, but it's very limited in terms of where you go. I have actually put my team into the AI team rating on Fantasy Football Hub. Got my AI transfers as well. You can do this as well, by the way. You can get a 30-day free trial right now for Black Friday using the link in the description to this video. That will get you advice for the next 6 game weeks for absolutely free. And beyond that, there's 30% off memberships as well. The recommendation for this week was to bank the transfer, which was what I was leaning to, with the alternative move to go from Cash to Gabriel, which I don't think is a bad move. I'm not sure how much I trust Gabriel right now and some surprise benchings. I'd rather have Saliba. So that's something I'm weighing up, but I don't feel like it's a move I need to make this week with Arsenal going to Brentford. So I feel like if I roll the transfer going into game week 14 with 2 free transfers, I'll be in a lot stronger position. It's set to be a really tough game week though, and I do have quite low expectations. Manchester City against Liverpool kicks us off on Saturday. What a game that might be, but obviously it does dent the appeal of, you know, your Liverpool assets, particularly if you've got someone like Simicast in your squad. And then Newcastle host Chelsea. Difficult to know what to expect from that game. Chelsea are improving at the moment. Elsewhere, Brentford v Arsenal is another game that's tough to call. Hopefully our attackers can all get those attacking returns. And then we've got Spurs against Aston Villa. Spurs struggling already without Maddison. Aston Villa are away from home now. A lot of managers that are maybe doubled or tripled up on their assets like me will be worried about that one. So the fixtures for kind of the highest owned assets across the board are not looking great this week, and many kind of saw Bowen as a good alternative away to Burnley, and he looks flagged for that fixture, massive doubt. So it's not going to be an easy week to navigate, but I always feel like if it looks to be a tough week in FPL, often the best thing to do is do nothing, just try and get through it and hopefully attack a more kind looking fixture list going into the next game week. Team selection time then, and I've got some big decisions to make in terms of captaincy and also who starts in defence. I've got Flecken at home to Arsenal, Areola away at Burnley. Flecken's got the form, Areola's got the fixture. I do expect Arsenal to score, not so convinced on Burnley, so it is going to be Areola that gets the nod. Only one clean sheet this season though, we need to see an improvement. In the defence, I've got 4 options there. Tsimikas away at Manchester City. I expect Manchester City to score, so I think Tsimikas has got to be the one on the bench. And then Cash has got the attacking potential, hopefully in the defence if he's fit. Lascelles and Livramento at home to Chelsea. I do feel like Newcastle still have a good chance for a clean sheet. I don't think it's the week to bench any Newcastle United defenders, so I'm going to run with it. Cross my fingers, hope for the best, but expect another couple of 0-pointers. Into the midfield, and my side kind of picks itself, and Bomo and Saka play each other, as do Son and Diaby. And then moving into the attack, I've got Salah v Haaland, and obviously that double up on the Aston Villa attack away at Spurs. Spurs still missing Romero through suspension. Udogie is flagged with an injury. We've also got Van der Ven who's out, so I don't think it's a bad fixture for Aston Villa, perhaps a little bit easier than it looks on paper. Maddison's still out, a huge loss for Spurs. Remember what happened in the last time Spurs played at home, so I'm not too worried about those Aston Villa assets in that game, and I've got Archer on my bench as another option if needed. When it comes to captaincy, it really is wide open in terms of the captaincy candidates. I guess the main ones that I consider to be true captain options in my squad are Salah, Son and Haaland, possibly Saka as well. I tend to like my captain to have a home game, so it does kind of narrow things down a little bit between Haaland and Son. I just don't trust Spurs at the moment with the injuries they've got. Maddison a huge loss. We saw Son play so much deeper in the last game. I do expect them to score against Aston Villa, but I certainly don't expect a runaway result. Haaland, if he's fit, against Liverpool at home, surely he'll play 90 minutes. He's the one that's likely to get my armband, because in a week where there's no standout pick, why not just go with Haaland and protect yourself? It's all about survival. So I'm going to be Haaland captain, Son vice captain. I'll have live updates from Guardiola, Arteta and more on the fitness of Haaland, Cash and Bowen in my press conference live stream, which will come tomorrow, Friday, 1 o'clock UK time, GMT. Do not miss it. Hit the link in the description to this video. That will get you to notify, and it will let you know whenever I go live, because if some of those press conferences come early, I may move that stream slightly earlier. Remember, you can get your Fantasy Football Hub AI transfers, team rating and points predictions using the link in the video. Sign up now for a 30-day free trial. It'll cover you for the next 6 game weeks going into that festive period. You do not have anything to lose. And make sure you like and subscribe. Really love to get to 28k subscribers by the Game Week 13 deadline, and pushing for 30k by the end of the year. Thank you once again for helping me win that football content award. Thank you for watching.